Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician channel. And today we're going to be going into cheap or inexpensive pliers compared to expensive pliers, and I'll be showing you some of the differences. We'll be taking a look at some and going over them, and I really hope you guys enjoy. If you guys do, please make sure to hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down in the comment section of maybe some of the inexpensive pliers you use, or if you had to go the expensive route. And then as always, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I do want to state, to me, there's a huge difference in between cheap and inexpensive, but obviously cheap is in the title, just because it's more recognized as a difference from expensive tools. But we're primarily going to be looking at inexpensive compared to expensive. To me, cheap just means, you know, something of really cheap quality, whereas inexpensive to me is more higher quality, but at a much better price. Might not be the highest quality, but definitely not your cheap $1 pair of pliers or whatever that you're gonna find at Dollar General. Now, if you're a person that uses tools, you know, once every couple months or once a year or something like that, you just need a set for around the house that you're hardly ever gonna use, you're probably not watching this video. But I'm not gonna be discussing those. I'm gonna be discussing more of the inexpensive pliers that you can find for a little bit cheaper than you can your expensive pliers. So let's get into this, and I hope you guys enjoy. So here you can see I have a few different variations of pliers. I'm going to try and run through this quickly. I've done it 2 times and it was way too long, so we're going to move pretty quickly. I'm not going to be going into all the design features and all the information. I'm going to quickly show you some of the differences and really discuss why sometimes you can buy more inexpensive or cheaper tools and be just fine, and then sometimes it might be necessary to purchase those more expensive tools. But first up is the Pittsburgh long reach pliers. These are roughly $4 a set. You have your straight and your 45, and I have the same thing in the Knipex over here. Now keep in mind, there's a big gap difference here. This is about as cheap as you're going to find this style of pliers, but not the worst quality. I've had worse quality Nyko, absolutely horrible. I hated those pliers. So for $4, this is actually a good set of pliers. I mean, it operates smoothly, it gets the job done. With this style of pliers, it's flat jaw. You're not using this style of pliers to really grip something extremely tight or, you know, grab fasteners. This is for, you know, removing cotter pins or reaching down in tight areas to grab something. Not a lot of force is being applied to these, so really it works just fine. So if you're a DIYer, weekend warrior, or possibly just getting into a professional field or just doing more and more work, these will do just fine until you can afford maybe something a little bit better quality. So obviously you can tell the quality's not the best here. It's a little bit flexible. You still got that lifetime warranty. It is a comfortable grip. One is starting to get a little loose on me, but not a bad thing. Nothing I'm worried about. But overall, they've done just fine. But obviously there's a big gap difference. This is $4, this is $35 roughly. But this is going to be a lot stronger material. You have a rust resistant coating. You have a little bit better grit style handle here. It's really comfortable, and with this you actually have more features in it. So you got your teeth, you got some open jaw portions here, and you have an open jaw with teeth here. And this is going to be great for grabbing small pins, fasteners, and splitting, like, let's say, speaker wire. If you have speaker wire that are connected like this, you can actually use this portion to split the wire to help you separate the wires. Really nice set of pliers. So here's the part number on those. But once again, there's going to be a lot of pliers that fall in between these 2 price points of good quality as well. And then moving on, I have the tongue and groove pliers. This is the DeWalt, and this is the Knipex. Both really good sets. Obviously this one being the more inexpensive one, it's not going to be the highest quality. You have a lot more play up here in the teeth. It's a 3-piece design instead of a 2-piece. You still have a nice push button and a good amount of lockable positions here. This is a comfort grip, and this is just personal preference, but it does seem a little bit bulky to me. It's still fairly comfortable, but I don't necessarily care for that comfort grip. This is going to be the Knipex Cobras, and you're going to have a lot less play up here in the teeth. It's a two-piece design, much stronger material, a grit style handle, and all around Knipex just makes a fantastic set of pliers. And you're going to have many more locking positions here. Here you have a nice rust resistant coating, whereas the DeWalt, you're going to have a painted surface, so after use it is going to start to chip away and eventually it will be gone. But for the price point difference, it's going to be $12 versus $28, so a pretty decent jump in price there, roughly double, a little bit more. But for light to medium use, this is just fine, or if you're just getting started. And once again, keep in mind there's, you know, Doyle out there, Quinn, Husky, Cobalt, Channel Lock. I mean, there's a lot of other pliers out there that fall in between these that are still very, very affordable and very good quality. Next up are my slip joint pliers. These are both of really good quality, and one being way more affordable than the other. This is by Tecton, I believe, manufactured by Wilde, W-I-L-D-E. That is the part number. Made in the USA, your standard classic slip joint pliers. The thing I like about these are the options or features up in the jaws. You have your straight teeth here, then you have a smaller open jaw portion and a larger portion, which is really nice for a lot of different fasteners and situations. So that's really nice, really good quality. You have the smooth rubber style here, still a really comfortable set of pliers, and that is going to run $16. And then you have the snap-on. This is going to be the more expensive set. The thing I like about this is the cross hatching in the teeth. Really good for grabbing things from multiple directions and still getting a good bite on them. Here you can obviously tell there's a lot more material here and here going into the handles. So it is a little bit bigger set of slip joint pliers, but overall still a really good set, and the handles get a little thick as well, but still very comfortable. The price difference being $16 to $53 roughly, so quite a big difference there. Both of these I believe would be perfect for, well, DIYer, but not just that, both being great for the professional field. I can tell you this is going to be just fine in the professional field, day in and day out, use just as much as the other. So there's a big price difference there. You could definitely save some money, but once again, it's all your preference. Then last up, I have the Channel Lock, made in the USA, and the Knipex, made in Germany. This is going to be the Channel Lock Echo 318, and this is going to be Knipex. So here, these both actually run a really decent price, and both are really good quality. I do believe sometimes Channel Lock lacks in finishing off a tool with high quality. So you can definitely tell here, just the shape of it is not actually proportionate, but that doesn't affect its use. It still operates really smoothly. I love Channel Lock. I love how affordable they are, and the quality is good. Just the finish could be improved on some of them. It's not all of them, but I still do like the teeth here. You have the flat portion, the open jaw with teeth, and then you have a cutter as well. So a lot of nice features here. Rust resistant coating and a comfortable handle. And then with the more expensive set, which really these are priced roughly the same, you have really good quality here. Really nice finish. Quality and finish are two different things, so keep that in mind. You got the teeth, flat portion, and cutter, no open jaw portion. You have a little bit of rust resistant coating here before moving into the handle. So this is going to be $20 versus $22, so both really good sets of pliers, and very useful. But just keep in mind, there's a lot of options out there today. So many options out today. It's ridiculous. Just do your studying. There's a lot of tools out there that you can save money and still be able to perform a duty day in and day out and be just fine. So keep that in mind, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. If I forgot to mention anything, please drop it down in the comments. Let me know your guys' favorite pliers, and as always, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. See you guys next time.